Welcome back to another episode of Wonderful Musings of World Music. I'm your host, Carissa Van Loo. Today's journey takes us to a country in the southeastern region of Africa, a country called Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a landlocked country and home to the Shona people, a native tribe of the region. Zimbabwe is a musical land full of xylophones, singing, and today's topic, Mbira. So pack your bags as we journey to the country of Zimbabwe to meet the Shona people and hear about an instrument called the Mbira. An instrument and created by the Shona people, the Mbira is a percussion instrument. It is built by attaching thin metal pegs of varying sizes onto a wooden body or inside a hollow gourd. Sometimes, the Mbira has other rattles, such as bottle caps or buttons that clink on the instrument while the metal pegs are struck. All Mbiras have 4 elements in common: a soundboard, such as a piece of wood, a method of amplifying the sound to make it louder, some device for producing the buzzing quality that characterizes Mbira music, and a set of keys. Many Western people call this instrument a thumb piano. However, the proper term is called Mbira. What is it called? That's right, Mbira. The Mbira is played by plucking the metal pegs using the thumbs and the right hand pointer finger. Let's listen to an Mbira piece. This is Nema Musasa. The Mbira can be performed for a variety of purposes. It is commonly played as a solo instrument accompanied by the voice of the musician. In other countries in Africa, the Mbira can be combined with other instruments, such as marimba, drums with sticks, rattles, or panpipes. The Mbira can be simply used for entertainment purposes or may be used to accompany agriculture, chores, or work. Sometimes, the Mbira is played at weddings, funerals, and religious ceremonies. Let's hear Professor Ananand Prahalad explain the use of the Mbira in a religious context.
In Shona culture, Mbira is associated with healing, and it traditionally has been played in religious ceremonies, and the ceremonies are called biras, which is where the name for the instrument comes from. And the Mbira is played inside a gourd, which is called a deze. In those ceremonies, there's usually groups of Mbira players, sort of comparable to drummers in some African societies, where the musicians are sort of responsible for creating the sound that invokes the spirits.
The Mbira is a melodic instrument, as many notes dance in the air while being plucked. The musician plays many notes and rhythms at the same time, which creates polyrhythms. Polyrhythm means that at least 2 different rhythms that wouldn't necessarily fit together are being played simultaneously. For example, the musician may play a melodic rhythm with 2 strong beats at the same time as he plays a part with 3 strong beats. The polyrhythms make the music complex as all the notes intermingle with one another, giving the impression that multiple players are playing the music. The length of an Mbira piece varies drastically depending on the musician. Sometimes a piece could be short, just a few minutes long, while others could last over 30 minutes. The Mbira also incorporates improvisation in the music. So, The musician will start with the main melody, and over time, the melody will evolve into an improvised melody created on the spot by the musician. Sometimes, the Mbira can even be played as a duet with two separate parts playing together. The Mbira is an instrument that is passed on by rote, meaning it is learned by ear. Students who want to learn the Mbira will find a teacher, help him with some labor, then during a break may be able to learn how to play a melodic phrase. The student learns how to play by listening to the teacher and imitating the music. Traditionally, the Mbira and the musician were held in high esteem in the society. Folk stories are shared that explain the Mbira player coming to the rescue and saving the day. The instrument is valued in the society, and the Shona people are proud of the musicians. However, due to modernization, the traditional culture has begun to fade. Nonetheless, musicians at the Mbira Center in Zimbabwe explain the hope and plan for keeping the Mbira alive in their culture.
What the country needs now is to mainstream Mbira, industrialize Mbira, and commercialize Mbira.
Some purists argue that due to the influence of technology, modern music is becoming a bit generic. Musicians here, though, through this proudly and loudly Zimbabwean instrument, are creating their own distinctive sound, a sound that is influencing and capturing the imagination of a growing number of global listeners.
As the Mbira lives on in Zimbabwe, we can also enjoy Mbira music through listening or learning how to play a similar instrument. I will share an example of an improvised melody that I will play on a sister instrument of the Mbira called the kalimba. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Wonderful Musings of World Music as we explored a musical gem from the Shona people in Zimbabwe, an instrument called the Mbira.